Good afternoon, everybody. I am super excited to be here today. I am talking with the organizers of the upcoming event, Taverns and Tales in Minas Tirith. It's going to be an epic pub crawl that you don't want to miss. We have Angel and some of her friends that'll be telling us more about the event. Welcome, Angel.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm doing great today. How about yourself?
Doing good. Yeah, so this event it's been in the back of my mind for a long time. Basically piggybacking off the success of the Shire Tavern crawl that we did a couple months ago. I wanted to do a celebration of man and then also the beauty of Minas Tirith. And what better way to do that than to do another tavern crawl? I thought it would be great to be able to visit these beautiful, you know, well structured taverns that they have designed for this game and just to have a lot of fun with people. This is a lot of things that are not as appreciated as they normally are with most gamers. They just go do their quest and then they're on their way. But in this case, they can go in and they can look around and just, marvel at, the beautiful designs that the developers have put into this. So yes, this is going to be a tavern crawl. We're all going to start. We'll be starting here in front of the city stables. There's going to be a band here. I believe it's going to be Weeds, and they're going to be playing while we do introductions, and we will have our swag bags like we did last time, which will be the the ales, the coffees, and the smoking tobacco. The ales will be used throughout the event during certain activities. So will be a good time to distribute them is when people are gathering here, and then we will start our way along the way. And we'll go to the first location, which will be the Mumak and Keep. There I will be hosting an activity with Brat Girl. We're going to be sharing the stage in that facility, that tavern, and there'll also be music in that tavern. They're going to be, I think it's going to be the the Rakes of Kilkerrill. But yeah, so each tavern we're going to have an activity and some music, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. We're going to end up winding through the different tiers of Minas Tirith all the way up to the top, ending with a scavenger hunt and a parade, which will lead us to the prow. And at that point, that we will have prizes given out, and there will be some music, celebration, fireworks, all the good stuff.
Fantastic. Mabasa, please tell us about the music.
Hi, I'm Mabasa, and my band is Watambu, and it is the island where we came from, my band. We play calypso and reggae music and other island sounds, and maybe a little African and drums, and everybody seems to like us. It's a happy, upbeat type of music. And we will be at the Splintered Shield.
How long have you been making music, Mabasa?
About a year and a half now. We came from Landreval, and we're also on Peregrine now, and now we're here on Glamdring. And this is our first year doing this with you guys, and we're super excited.
How many members of your band?
We have 8 band members.
Wow, that's pretty big.
Yeah, we have four adults and 2 kids.
Aw,
How fun.
that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, they are. They're a lot of fun. The music is a lot upbeat and happy.
Great. And do you guys tend to write your own music, or are you using MIDI files?
Oh, I'm using MIDI files.
Okay.
I'm not that advanced yet to be able to be making music. Where'd you guys go?
We are headed to the Mumak and Keep, which we're just about approaching now. So this is the Mumak.
So what's going to be happening here?
The Mumac is our first tavern we'll be hitting up, and that's going to be the Defenders of Helm's Deep and Brat Girl. We're going to be putting in some activities along with the band, the Rakes of Kilkerrill. We'll be playing at the same time.
Are we gonna be
And
inside or outside?
all of these activities will be inside in each of the
Ooh,
taverns.
okay.
So as you can see, it's beautiful in here.
And just to confirm, we are gonna be in Midsummer
Yes,
Festival.
this is going to be during the Midsummer Festival. So there's going to be a lot of players running around doing their quests and getting their tokens for the festival. So hopefully they'll see what we're doing and,
Participate.
want to join us. Yeah.
How fun.
Yes.
All right.
So, so this is the Mubarak. This is our first stop. And then the next stop, I believe, is going to be the Splintered Shield.
All right. So while we run there, let's talk to Mug Bumper. Mug, what have
Hey
you
there.
got? Let's mount up,
Planned.
and then we'll
Yeah,
just
that's
run to the
Um,
next one. Tell us, Mug, what you got
yeah.
planned for the event.
I'm going to be actually over in the Pleasant Swan or Merry Swan, I think it is.
Yes, Mary
Some
Swan.
kind of well-behaved swan, I think. And within that place is going to be, well, I don't know where the band's going to set up, but I hope it's near the middle because in the middle there's a nice round bar where it has bar stools, and we're going to be running around that to play a game of basically musical chairs in a sense, where basically you tell them to stop and they are to sit, and then people sit as quickly as they can. You can look in general tab and see through the emotes, who got first and whatever. And the point is, the person who's last is out, and we keep whittling the group down, very much the same as we did back in the Burden Baby and the previous festival. But in this case, like I said, it's going to be tricky because you're going to be running around in a circle around this large bar of nothing but bar stools. Easy to find a bar stool to sit at because there's so many, but then again, if you get a little too far away from the bar, you wind up on the floor and you're out. So there's that within that uh, delighted swan, whatever. Once the band is done, and that's our, they have, I guess, 10 minutes or so to play. We're all going to be stepping outside, and those who wish can take a drink of Old Vineyards, which of course gets you drunk, and I'll have the instructions laid out to get a backwards drunken race. And the trick behind that is typically when we divine these races, we try to get them to where you have to bump against a wall or a low fence to have to jump over. And jumping over anything backwards is a trick,
Mhm.
especially when your screen is all wonky from alcohol. In this case, it's different because we're in Minas Tirith and there's no fences to jump over, but Minas Tirith is confusing enough on its own, I think, that just navigating it backwards is going to be its own challenge. So we're going from our pub, the Pleasant Swan, all the way up to the Blue Theater. And once we get to the Blue Theater, the end of the race is to just run right into that door. We have someone positioned there to keep that door open as best they can because the doors, they swing open, they swing closed in their animations. But so long as someone is, engaging the door and making it move, when you hit the door, even if it is closed, you kind of go right in. And that's kind of the point is that the race ending will be, hitting that door. The neat thing about that, of course, is once you've done that, it turns you around and you're, right there and where you need to be and have fun with the next pub. And of course, the one who's first, second, and third will be our first, second, and third place winners. That basically is my part.
That sounds like a lot of fun running. Navigating
It's
through
running backwards. Yeah. Yeah.
running through Minas Tirith is always such a chore.
Yeah, we thought about making a rule wherein if you trample over people, you were disqualified, but it's just not gonna fly. We're gonna have to just mow down those revelers that were,
Yeah,
NPCs
like
everywhere.
that would be a little bit tough to
Yes,
police, you know?
exactly.
It's like, ooh, did you step on their toes or no?
Right through them or knock them over. There is one ramp to deal with, so there is that. You have to make sure you get the right turn off the highway onto the off ramp that goes up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're running down the tier of Minas Tirith until you're out of the game, basically, because you run for about a mile. I don't know. And once on the top of the ramp, you have to make sure you go the right direction. Otherwise, likewise, you're going to run around the wrong side of Minas Tirith and wind up where no one else is at. So We'll probably have someone positioned at the turn off, just this, point at the ramp, go that way. And at the top of the ramp, maybe have someone that points, back the way we came, which is on that tier. You run all the way back to the Blue Theater at the very end of that. They're like half round. Each tier is,
Is it just
so it's pretty
me?
basic. Go ahead.
Is it just me, or did they change the map for Minas Tirith? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's very hard to see where the ramps are on this Minas Tirith
On the
Yeah.
tournament
summer,
map.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, give me one. I'm having some technical difficulties here.
It's okay. We're just gonna keep riding through the beautiful city. Ness, why don't you tell us about all the activities that you've got planned?
Hi, everybody. So we are in the Splintered Shield, inn, pub, sorry. So when you enter the Splintered Shield, everybody pretty much looks like they're having a blast, jumping, dancing, drinking. So we thought of something fun. It's basically an activity called Find the Drunks. Um, we're gonna have thanks to Miss Luthewin from Verlin, very great player, very nice person. She helped us to find very creative hiding spots for some of our phrases. So basically, various races, various classes will be spread upon amongst the inn. There's gonna be some RP elements. I'm gonna have like some kind of little backstory of what's going on, why are we here. It's basically that I'm the one elf that's not drunk, and I want to leave to go to the parade, and all of my friends are drunk, and I'm trying to gather them, to go to the parade. So it's basically, uh, excuse me, I'm sorry. People will be sent out to go find whatever race that I'm referring to. When you find them, you have to do a certain emote that's going to wake them up and slap them into the reality. And then you have to bring them back to us, me and Ia, so we can get involved in the parade. So, I would say go find, of course, I had to put two drunk dwarves because dwarves just party harder. I had to, go find the two drunk dwarves, go find the hungry bear, go find the sleeping hobbit, and you know, as everybody, brings one person over, I'll announce the next one. Then somebody brings the next one over, I'll announce the next one. And then at the end of it, just do some fun emotes, maybe some toast, stuff like that, RP, and then try to casually get ourselves back into the parade.
That sounds very involved. How many people do you have helping you out with that?
So I have 6 people helping me. From different, from Variant and the Sentinels kinships, and yeah, just about 6 people. Yeah.
Great. And they're all. I don't want you to give away too much, but I'm assuming they're all gonna be in the pub or around the pub.
Yes, they will be inside of the pub. Yes.
Okay. Okay. That sounds like loads of fun. And how did you come up with that idea?
Just walking into that pub and seeing everybody was like drunk and just having a good time. It just gave that kind of idea.
It just made sense, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And Angel, are you back on yet?
I am. I'm here. I'm heading up to. I am on. Which tier am I on? Oh, there you are. Okay, let's see. Okay, you're in the next tier up, so I'll be headed that way.
Great. Now, Quinn, talk to us about BTC. What are you guys doing for the event?
Absolutely. So, Brandywine Theater Company will be doing a production of Epic the Musical, which is a concept album by Jorge Rivera Herranz that is a musical theater retelling of the Odyssey. The show is broken up into 9 different sagas, and we'll be performing the first saga, the Troy saga. It starts at the end of the Iliad, actually, with the sacking of Troy, and then follows Odysseus as he tries to get home to his wife Penelope.
Cool.
Sounds like it's going to be so awesome.
How long is the show?
The entire show is about 2.5 hours, but the saga that we'll be doing is only about 15 minutes.
Cool. And how many people in the troupe?
We'll have 5 people performing this show.
Okay. And where is it gonna be located?
We'll be at the Blue Theater in Minas Tirith.
Ah, the Blue Theater. That's my favorite theater.
Perfect spot for it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Lots of seating there.
Yes.
I totally agree. Is that gonna be like the grand finale of the event, Angel, or is there something
No,
planned
actually, it's basically in the middle of the event. We after the Blue Theater, it would be we're going to the Thirsty Seer, which will be another band called Purple, and then Firefly from Valhalla's Calling will be doing an activity for everybody there. And then from there, we will go to the watch point. That's going to be near the end. And at that time, Brethaniel from The Greatest Adventure will be giving a scavenger hunt. And she's come up with some fantastic riddles that everybody needs to solve to get the correct answer. And then once that activity is over, then we will have our parade on the watch point. And we will head towards the prow where the last band will be performing. And that band will be the Flight of the Conchords. And then while they're playing, we'll give out our prizes and do our closing remarks and do fireworks and just have a lot of fun at the end.
Oh, that sounds like loads and loads of fun. When is the event taking place?
This will be on the 29th, which is on a Sunday, and it's at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I apologize, Eastern Standard Time. And everybody, as I said before, will be rallying at the city stables in front of the band Weeds. And then we will start our journey there. I also want to let everybody know I have posted a sign up on the Glamdring social server for early bird sign up so that they can get their swag bags prior to the event starting. So hopefully it'll help us get everybody taken care of before the events, and it doesn't delay the event.
Great.
So if you're interested, go ahead to the Glamdring social server and you can sign up there.
That link will be available in the description below this video for those that are interested. Does anybody have anything else that they would like to add?
Well, I wanted to ask Ness something, since we're both in the Splinter Shield. Watambo thought they'd set up over by that bartender that's wiping the table down right in front of a big wall of beer kegs. There's a big dance area in front of there. I don't know if anybody will be dancing or be doing all your drunk hunting or what. Are you there, Ness? I don't think he is.
He's muted. But
so he can't hear anything?
No, he can hear,
You
but
can't speak.
I'm gonna recommend maybe taking that discussion offline because he may not want to give anything away to
That's
our
true.
viewers as to
Ooh.
where somebody is hiding.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's a whole wall of.
Yeah.
They can hide behind the band. They can hide behind the band.
Maybe.
There's a lot of
That's
room
all
there.
part of the game, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank everybody for coming out today and participating in this interview. I am really looking forward to this event. I think it's going to be epic. I invite all my viewers to come out and hang out and participate. This will be on the Glamdring server. and it will be June 29th at 3 p.m. Taverns and Tales, Minas Tirith edition. I want to thank Angel, Little Sexia, and everybody else from Glamdring Social that have been working so diligently to put this event on for the entire Glamdring server. Hope to see
Oh,
everybody there. Anything else, Angel?
yes, one more. I'm sorry, one more thing. Zolan from the Voice of the Rings is going to be there live streaming the whole event. So you can also check it out then.
Perfect. So if you're unable to make it in person, you can always watch it back on Zolan's channel, Voices of the Rings. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. And as always, folks, happy hunting.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye now.